Hey, good afternoon. Hi, Ava. Hello, Missouri. How we doing, everybody? It is another day without Donna, so please forgive me for not being able to read every comment and still get some artwork done. I'm doing good, thank you. I thought I would draw a couple superheroes. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's great to hear, Leanna. Well, hello. Normally, for anybody who's new, my wife Donna reads the comments. She is currently in California visiting her mom, and she was helping our son get ready to come back home from his first year of college. And we have a Discord. Hi, Luke Skywalker. This is the Tom Holland one, I think. This is from the Civil War. Oh, well, happy birthday in advance, Ava. Thank you, Mr. Marvel fan. Spider-Man's pretty easy. I've been drawing him all my life, so I thought this would be a simple one. And then Batman's fairly easy too, though I haven't drawn the new one, so I thought I would try that. Oh, I love hearing that, Sophie. Thank you. If I can help anybody in any way, that's why I'm doing it. So thank you. Yeah, we have a Discord, and I'm sure one of the mods can put a link in there for you. Thank you, Raven. God, I used to draw Spider-Man every day so many times. I could do it in my sleep. I did see the new Batman. I was really surprised that it was on HBO Max. And I really liked the first 2 hours of it, but the ending was a little bit of a letdown. It didn't really, it like hyped up for kind of not much of a payoff, in my personal opinion. But I really liked it. I like the idea of Batman solving crimes and my favorite technique of art that I've used, I'm really liking the watercolor and the ink. I can't really make art in my sleep, but I kind of feel like I could. At least Spider-Man. I can't decide because I really do like also Mark Hamill's version from Batman the Animated Series. But I have a love for Cesar Romero because I did grow up on that, but I am enthralled with Heath Ledger's, and Jack Nicholson was great too. So it's hard. I am not a fan of the Joaquin Phoenix one. My favorite color is Payne's Gray. Look at this color. Look at it. It's gray, but it's blue. Isn't that a pretty color? I have so many requests. People have requested I do one on legs. I've got one for doing colored pencils. I got one for watercolor pencils. So I've got a whole list of things that people have asked me to do. So I'm going to do my best to try to get to all of that. I find inspiration from other artists. I get inspired by other artists, you know, and the world around me. I think I like drawing hair because it's flowy. I like clothes and I like things that flow because I like that kind of Art Nouveau kind of twirliness. All right, let's get some inks on him. I hope I'm doing okay on my own. Again, thank you for your patience. My least favorite thing to draw are hands and feet. I really got into art in high school. That was when I think I took my first art class, and I tried all of the different mediums. They had me try oils and pastels and inks and pencils and everything. It was really fun. I did watch the Batman movie. I just mentioned that I liked the first 2 hours of it. Remember you from first grade, Mercy? I'm sorry. I don't remember anybody from first grade. What school? Do I draw things in the book, like things that describe the book, and you draw that? I don't know. My favorite Marvel movie is either Winter Soldier or Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, thank you, Felipe. Watercolor isn't hard. It just takes a little time to get used to. My wife isn't here to read the comments, and so I really can't focus on a single piece for very long, so I'm doing something easy. That's why I'm doing Spider-Man. I should probably use a thicker pen. Oh, my favorite country that I've visited. I don't know. I guess I would say for now it might be the UK, but we really liked France and Spain too. We haven't visited too many countries yet. Diana, I did make a video on skin tone, if that's what you're talking about. My favorite food. Well, the favorite food that I can eat right now is chicken noodle soup. That's the one that doesn't upset my stomach. Hairy knuckles, yeah. I think Tom Holland is pretty cool as far as that goes. Though I think Andrew Garfield did a good job too. Tobey Maguire always, to me, seemed a little old. Is it okay if you use reference, just credit them, and if you don't, reach out to the original photographer? By the way, I'm just 12, I'm curious. Yeah, you can use reference for anything. You don't need permission to use reference for your art. The only time you're ever really gonna need permission is if you copy something exactly and you're gonna sell your art or make prints. That's really when you're gonna need permission, just because you've referenced somebody else's work. But if you're just like using like little pieces of different people's photos, it's totally fine. You're just using reference to create something unique. Tips on practice is the best tip I can tell you for getting your lines to be more stable. Oh yeah, there's actually a video on getting out of an. Just look up artist block, getting out of artist block, or how artists deal with artist block. There is a video on that, and it'll be better than me telling you here. I'm good, Confetti. How are you? That's very kind of you, Saint Germain. Thank you. I like this kind of pen. This is the zebra brush pen. It's my favorite. Everybody's got a preference on their best type of paper. I put a nice cheap paper up there, which is the Canson. And I would say if you're just starting off, use that. It's pretty good for beginners. Oh, if the line fails, I mean, if it's really important to get that line right, I have a video on that about fixing it with gouache. Otherwise, I just kind of learn to live with it or work around it. Oh yeah, I was Karen Galvin. I was the artist on Spider-Man back in the day, so I did get to kind of fulfill that childhood dream. My favorite superhero growing up was Spider-Man. That's all I wanted to do, was be the artist on Spider-Man. Now, I think with the MCU, I think I really like Captain America. I can draw a fox, and I have drawn a fox. I love foxes. They're so pretty. Oh, the comic, there's a video on it if anybody wants to see the video on me on the Spider-Man. And but the comic was Spider-Man Quality of Life. It was an all digital one because I was in 3D animator at the time. I do not have scary stories to tell, sorry. I do paint landscapes. When I go out and about, I will sketch things, landscapes, places, in my sketchbook when I go out. I don't like them as much as people and characters, but let me back it up just a little bit so you can see. Yeah, I was the artist on Spider-Man. I have worked for Marvel. I also did Star Trek for Marvel, a bunch of X-Men cards. I've done a lot of work for Marvel. How about instead of painting him first, I will draw Batman? Does that make sense? Hi, Chars Bars. I was the artist on Spider-Man in 2002. And there's a video on it. No, this left eye, if you, here, I will show you. The left eye actually has highlight, so I was kind of just fading so I can kind of blend it up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit highlighted. But thank you for catching that. All right, time to do Batman. Hi, Franco. God, fur for watercolor. I don't know if I could do one specifically. I could try, but I would definitely look at the Niffler video. That one is pretty close to what I probably would do. I'm going to use watercolors. Sorry, give me 1 second so I can at least rough this out. And I'll take a look at the comments again. Tips on how to fill a sketchbook. I have to grab a paper and pencil and just draw everything you see. Fill it with just food and animals and just everything. Yeah, it comes with practice, but it really comes with having photo reference. You know, you're looking at a photo. I'm looking at a photo. I'm just copying what I see. And the practice helps me do it quicker. Tips to sharpen a pencil. So I can get this nose right. No, Donna's not here. That's why it's so quiet. She will be back for Friday. Oh, thank you, the Art Dragon. Hello, is it Janavi? No, she hasn't seen it yet, but I will say hi. I do have a video for drawing landscapes using Legos, or thinking about Legos at least. It should be in the Art Hacks folder. By the girl Goomba. I use watercolor. I try not to use acrylics. Yeah, I miss Donna's voice too. I think I like humans better than animals when it comes to drawing, just because I've drawn them so much. I'm doing the new Batman. Oh, hey, Vanilla. Hi, neighbor. Hi, Spider Nerd. No, this is just my throwaway sketchbook. This is just doodling anything and whatever. So this is whenever I'd need to like anything, you know, like someone asked me, can you draw whatever? So this is just kind of my throwaway sketchbook. I'm kind of excited. I'm cautiously optimistic, we'll say. You know, honestly, I think my favorite Batman is still Adam West. I love Michael Keaton, but I think Adam West might win out. Followed by, is it Kevin Conroy from Batman the Animated Series? I don't know if I'm going to do another 60 days. I have made a couple of my own superheroes, and I've made a ton of my own comic books and graphic novels. And that is fun. If I do another 60 days, it may be with me actually at a museum. I think I'd like to see some of these in person one day. I don't know if I'll do digital art, a video on it, because I'm so far removed from it. I don't know if there's anything I could bring to that to help anybody. There's so many people who are way more talented at it than I am. A Dollar Tree artist, that's pretty cool. I don't know if this really looks like, ooh. Oh, thank you, Robot Guy. You're awesome too. Do I recommend art school? I think it depends on if you're a good student. If you're someone who learns from school, then absolutely do it. Find a good school and do it. But I was a poor student, so I went to a very good art school, but I don't know if I really benefited from it the way that I probably could have. And you all live in an age where you can learn online, you can teach yourself, you have so many resources. No one ever, no job is ever going to ask you what school you went to. At least no serious job. They're just going to look at your portfolio. I hope it's looking like him. I feel like I'm not getting some of his features, but what are we going to do? Nothing known about the movie yet. What do you think of the new take on Riddler? Didn't really like him. It felt like a real letdown. I think they got Batman right. I liked Catwoman. I did not, not for anything, but Batman's biggest asset are his villains. The villains need to be colorful and interesting and not just some guy. Yes, I can draw a dinosaur. Yeah, that's what opinions are for. And, but I also grew up with very colorful and campy Batman too. I did like anime and manga when I was in college. But that was 30 years ago, 30 or more years ago. I mean, one of my favorite shows growing up was an anime, Speed Racer. What was my best day of my life? Oh, I don't know. I think every day is a good day with all of you, isn't it? Ms. Marvel, when her, I don't know. Let's see how I like it. I don't enjoy architecture, but I like finishing an architecture piece. So in one way, I kind of like it because I love the accomplishment I get, especially if it's a place that I've been. But I don't seek it out. How do I shade here? There should be a video on that. I didn't realize how much detail Batman's new armor has. A lot of little things on it. My favorite music genre, I think just used to be hair bands of the 80s, but I think 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yeah, Middle Earth is pretty cool. I don't play any instruments. My favorite Spider-Man, I don't know. I think Tom Holland is doing a really good job. I just don't really love the stories as much, but what are you gonna do? I hate comments don't really bother me, honestly. I'll just hide them or block them. I don't need to worry about that. It's just people just trying to get attention. And I don't need to give those people my time. You get to decide who you want to let into your life. You can decide if you want to let hateful people into your life, or you could decide not to. That is completely up to you, but you got to remember that you're in control of those things. It's your channel, and you could do whatever you want to. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I do like drawing hair. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for this. Part of me just wants to do it with color. Another part of me wants to add some nice blacks, but I'm just not feeling it. Hopefully when I get to the painting stage, I can blend it a little bit. We'll see. What do I want to accomplish or do before I die? I want to live another 50, 100 years. But career-wise, I think I've done everything. I think I'd like to just travel and... I mean, I'd like to make another movie if I can, but I think for now I'd like to just travel and fill up more sketchbooks. I think that would be really cool. All right, let's see what comes of this. Yeah, I've dealt with bullying. I was not, you know, a popular kid. I was not a big kid. The Beatles are definitely a good band, The Raven. But, you know, the thing about bullying, especially in school, is I think almost every single time it is just someone who has troubles at home and they lash out at other kids, and I feel bad for them, and I think anybody who bullies somebody else has some troubles. Which tool? Oh, tell your friend hi for me. And thank you. Young artist Briss, I would say draw everything every day. That is my go-to. You get so much better if you do that. Oh, already I did a little mistake. Hello, fellow drawer. If I hadn't lived a life of art, what would I have done? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Not really musically inclined. Oh, puppy wants to go out now, of course. So you're gonna be hearing barking from an angry puppy upstairs. That's just watercolors. Oh, she's a 10-year-old Beagle mix. She's like, I want to go out now. No one else is here to let her out. Blow dryer. Arwen always wants outside Richard, always at the worst possible time. Better with proportions. I made a video I posted a video, I think, yesterday about how to draw comics the Marvel way. That is the best one. Like, that is just such a good book. I would highly recommend picking that up. There's even, like, if you can't afford it, there's PDFs of it that you can find. This is watercolor. So I'm just going to do a few different layers of red just to keep building up on it. And more blow dryer. Oh, whoever gave the tip, thank you. You did not need to do that. Oh, that is one angry puppers. She takes a snoozle, and then she just wakes up and says, "Okay, I'm ready to go outside. Let me out now." One of my favorite TV shows, I love The West Wing. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, Justified. I think those are a good start. Now she's walking around the house looking for me. No. Art styles are something you just need to discover on your own. I would recommend looking at a whole bunch of different ones, though. Blow dryer. Yeah, I have used watercolor pencils. I'm going to do a video on it, hopefully soon. Oh, thank you, Heidi. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for the note, too. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You won't be missing too much because Donna won't be back until Friday. So I'm adding just a little bit of purple just to push this part. Use a bigger brush. Push this part a little farther back. Listen to that pupper go. Blow dryer. Okay, let me get a little bit of blue. Oh, Hulk or Iron Man soon too? I don't know. Definitely not today. I did do acrylic paints last Saturday, and I hated every moment of it. It was a miserable experience, and I never, ever want to do it again. Gosh, that it will never dry. All right, I'm gonna get, where's that? I know I have a blue, here, this is a blue watercolor marker. Here we go. Acrylic is not like gouache. I mean, it is in that it's more opaque, but acrylic is very it's very glossy. Gouache is very matte finish, like watercolors. You don't see a lot of shine on it. Watercolors will lift up with water, whereas acrylic turns to plastic. All right, so Spider-Man's done. Laying out panels for comics. Oh, that is a whole thing. Pick up, yes, I love Marvel. I would say pick up How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. They will show you that as well. All right, we're gonna let that dry while I do the Batman. I actually think I like, there's kind of a reddish background. I'm gonna kind of do that. Hold on. Which artist did I look up to? Well, definitely my mom. I looked up to her growing up, and then I really loved John Buscema. He's the guy who did the book How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. But I really loved his Conan stuff. Let's make the background kind of splotchy and blah, like that. Hands and feet are the worst. They're just the worst. My favorite Marvel character growing up was Spider-Man. Now I think with the MCU, I really like Captain America. Blow dryer. Let's get his skin. So I'm trying to do all the light colors first, because that's watercolors. You always want to work light to dark. So I'm just finding all the lightest colors first. Blow dryer. Yeah, I used to use markers with colored pencils, with Prismacolors. I used to use, you know, lots of markers. I think at just one point I just decided I wanted to do something a little more artsy-fartsy, a little more painterly. And so I started to get into watercolors. I watched the first episode of Arcane. My son really loved it. He kept telling me to watch it, but I couldn't get past the first episode. Everybody says it gets better. I just haven't had a chance to get into it. Blow dryer. Biggest painting I did was the Animal Crackers movie poster. It was pretty big, like 30 by 40, I think. No, I don't do oils. I mean, as you see, I'm blow drying watercolors because I don't want to wait 30 seconds for the paint to dry. So there's no way I'm going to wait 2 years for paint to dry. I think the movie poster is the one I'm the most proud of. That was really fun to do. Oh, she is making a spectacle. Blow dryer. Oh, M4ID4. I'm glad you're liking it. Thank you. I've never tried glass painting, no. Yes, I didn't animate the movie. I wrote and directed it, but I didn't animate Animal Crackers. What do I like about drawing? I love showing the world kind of how I see it. Blow dryer. Well, thank you. I hope he gets a little more snazzy. I'm trying to find background color. Ooh, have fun watching Black Panther. Yeah, I do like painting with ink. Well, I like the backgrounds. I don't usually do stuff like skin tones and whatnot with ink. Now I think she sees something outside. Must be deer or something outside. Have I ever painted a squirrel? I don't think I have. I think that's got to be rectified one day. Blow dryer. get Batman looking more Batman-y. He's gotta look more Batman-y. Yeah, a little more blow dryer. No, I'm not going live on TikTok much anymore. I just, it was just too difficult to do both, and I think I'm just gonna focus on YouTube for now. I love Mike Mignola's art, and I think Hellboy is really cool. I've got a couple of his books, but I can't really say I remember any of them. So I wouldn't call myself a super fan so much as just a fan of the talent that was behind it. Blow dryer. I think I got enough here to where I can the little dots of white to show the highlights is going to help a little bit here and there. I think this pen is dead. I think the background just needs a little texture. What do you think? A little bit of chaos. Honey, can you hear your dog barking her head off? She is a hot mess, and she is a pain in the butt. All right, that's it. I'm pulling out the gouache, people. You know what? I'm not sold on the orange. I think I'm going to keep the orange colored pencil outline right there. I just think it needed to be cooled down a little bit. Sometimes you just gotta play around with it until you figure it out, right? Blow dryer. straight from the tube. It is 8:08. And my son Logan just messaged me asking if I want to play some Overwatch. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to play Overwatch. Blow dryer. Let's just clean it up a little bit. And where's that orange pencil? Well, what do you think? Not bad for a live without Donna, right? ZBrush pens are about $2.60 for us here in the States. Oh, thank you. Thank you all for hanging out with me again. I apologize that it is a little chaotic without Donna. She will be back Thursday, so we will see. You guys will see her on Friday. But if you guys want, I'll keep doing this until then. So I'll be here on Monday and Wednesday. I've got a link to all of my watercolors and all my art supplies. Should be in the About Me section. I hope you are too. Oh, your sister says you can't come back. Great. All right. Thank you, mods. Thank you for everything. The tripod I am using right now is just that one right there. And it's connected to my table. Thank you all. This was fun. If you guys like it, I've got a couple more pages, so maybe Monday and Tuesday, or Monday and Wednesday, I'll do other superheroes. If you guys want to suggest which two characters I should draw next, leave it in the comments of the live when it, posts on YouTube. Bye, everybody. Have a great Saturday night.